What's going on, everyone? The Educated Natural here. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to have you joining me today. Now, I know this is not my typical setup. I'm actually doing a little bit of a change of scenery. I was tired of being in the office. But between me leaving the office and coming and sitting here, I kind of ran across some information. I think we need to have a conversation. Now, in a previous video, many videos ago, I talked about the subject of minding your business. And if you haven't checked out that video, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It's a very good video. You might want to check it out. It kind of brings me here today. I was sent someone's video and the person wanted me to look at it, and they kind of was curious about what my thoughts were on it because they had noticed a trend. So I had also noticed this trend, but it wasn't something that I personally wanted to talk about. However, after watching the video I received today and really looking at it, I said, well, no one else is saying anything else about it. Maybe I'll just take a jab at it. How about that? And when you are a creator, let's just start here. When you are a creator, I don't care what type of creator you are. I don't care what industry you may be within. When you decide that you want to create something and you want the world to see it, there are a few things you must be aware of. You must understand that it doesn't matter how much time and effort you put into that product or service. There's going to be people that it's not going to be for. Let me bring it here to YouTube. The same concept. Just because you go and you start a YouTube channel does not mean that all of your subscribers are going to watch every single video that you produce. It doesn't matter if you're live streaming that video. It doesn't matter if you're pre-recording that video. Every single video will not be seen by your subscribers. Now, let's just keep it 100% with you. YouTube is owned by Google, not by The Educated Natural and not by you. Meaning, just because you start a channel on this platform does not mean that you control it. That's controlled first and foremost by the owner, which is Google. You can hem and haw. I can hem and haw. We can get mad. We can stop doing the videos. We can do whatever that we want to. Doesn't matter. We don't own it. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. Doesn't matter how many videos you've produced. You do not own this platform. Same goes for all the other social media platforms that are out there. You do not own it. You can give your opinion about it to the owners, but it's up to the owners to decide whether or not your subscribers see your video. Where am I going with this? Listen, each and every user of YouTube has one key focus in mind, and that is to grow their channel. Like, nobody's really doing this because they have nothing else to do. Now, I take that back. There are some people that's doing this just for the fun of it, just to say they have a channel. When I first started on YouTube, everyone that was in the group that I was a part of at that time, they were telling everybody, go get your name, go get your platform, go and put your name on all of these social media platforms, whether you intend to use them or not. Just make sure your name is attached to you on that platform. Because during that time, it was a lot of things happening. People were taking other people's names and claiming to be them. There was a lot of stuff going on during this time. So everybody was just running everywhere, starting channels, starting Pinterest and starting Facebook pages and Instagram, but they had no intention on using them. They were just there to say, hey, this is my spot. Don't try to take my name. That's all it was about. Now, it's more so everybody wants to be called this influencer. So everybody now is like chasing that bag. Everybody now is chasing subscriber numbers. Everyone's click, likes, and views. That's all it's about now. However, there is a side of all of that that you, my fellow creator, need to be aware of. That just because you are maybe have 100 subscribers here on YouTube, 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. You can't lose your key focus of why you started your channel in the first place. If you're starting your channel because you want to be seen, let me be the bearer of bad news. Not everybody is going to see you. Let's face it, everybody's going live nowadays. Some people go live at scheduled times. Some people go live whenever they want to, without regards to their audience, without regards to the time on the clock, the day. They feel like going live and they go live. They feel like releasing a video, they release a video. However, when you do things ad hoc, when you do things without planning, you just go live and release a video, you have to understand in your own mind that there is a high possibility that your subscribers that are on your channel may or may not show up in the capacity you, the creator, may want them to. What am I saying? There are a lot of people with hundreds to thousands of subscribers that when they go live, for instance, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 people may show up. At the same time, there are people with larger audiences where they go live, they may have 100, 200 show up. What you have to remember, my fellow creator, is that you're only responsible for what happens on your channel. You can't compare apples to oranges. What am I talking about when I say that? You can't compare who shows up for your channel based on who shows up for someone else's channel. So let me use myself as an example. If I go live right now and I get 20 people, I'm happy for my 20. I'm not going to look at someone else that may be live at the exact same time that I'm live. And if they got 100 people, I can't be like, wait a minute, why y'all didn't show up for me? It's me. I can't do that. I have to love and respect those that do. Also, I, as the creator of this channel, can't be so wrapped up into who's there when I'm there, because there's power in the replay. So if I go live right now and only 5 people show up, I'm gonna rock it like it's 500. That's just me. I'm not gonna focus on where the rest of the people that's subscribed, can't even talk, to my channel are. I can't focus on that. I came on camera to give you some value, to help you get through your day, or whatever the content of this particular video may be. That's what I showed up for. I'm not focused on where the other people are. Either I'm gonna show up and show out, or I'm gonna show up and just stop and quit and allow the audience to dictate what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna give out information, then I'm showing up to give out that information, because I understand that if you didn't catch me live, you'll catch the replay. And if you don't catch the replay, then that video is just not for you. Okay, just get over it. It's not for you. Just because you have hundreds to thousands of subscribers on your channel, on your Instagram, on your Facebook, get it out of your head to even think that every single one of those people are going to show up just because you're there. They're not. Let's face it. You have to look at how you built your channel. First and foremost, did you authentically build your channel? Meaning you put the content out there and people voluntarily came and subscribed to your channel. Or did you go to places like, well, I'm not going to name places because I don't want to give nobody any kind of ideas. Did you go to these places where you can purchase subscribers? Is that how you built your channel? Did you go to these other channels that they call growth channels? Is this how you built your channel? Because if you did the latter two, meaning you bought your subscribers, or you did some kind of underhanded way of getting subscribers in the first place, let me be the bearer of bad news again. A lot of those people are either bots, not real people anyway. And if they are real people, they just did it because they were a part of the same place that you were a part of to get them there in the first place. They have no intention on watching you. They could care less what content you put out there. Half of them just go around subscribing anyway and have no intention on coming back to listen to anything you produce. And if you are that naive to think that just because you have hundreds and thousands of subscribers on this platform, that every one of those people are going to come and support you, baby, wake up. Welcome to 2022, because that's not going to happen. You have to show up and make a commitment to the ones that are going to show up. But first, make a commitment to yourself that you're going to show up come heck or high water, because the information you're providing is for your select people. You have to understand that not everyone that has subscribed to your channel is your target audience anyway. Half of you all have the same audience. Especially, I see it a lot in the custom apparel industry. You're promoting a shirt, the person next to you promoting a shirt, they're promoting a shirt, and it keeps going on. Cups, mugs, rhinestones, everybody's promoting the same thing. So if I buy a shirt from you this month, and then next month you decide to produce another shirt, I'm probably not going to purchase that shirt because I already have one of your shirts. So we have to, as creators, be cognitive of what we are doing and the why behind what we are doing. You can't get caught up in thinking just because you've grown your channel to whatever number it is right now, that every single person is going to show up every time you show up. That every single person is going to come watch your video, every video you release. That every single person is going to purchase your product or service just because you release said product or service. It's not going to happen. You're going to give yourself a whole lot of gray hairs, late nights, and early mornings trying to figure out, where are my people? If they are your people for real, they will find you. But jumping through all of these hoops, showing up halfway, ending your live because somebody else got 1,000 people watching them and you only got 2, that's ridiculous. That's only showing your audience that you truly do not care about them. If your content is that valuable, put it out there anyway. Maybe the time you went live or released your video wasn't conducive to your audience. They'll hit you back at the replay. But you can't be so concerned with what somebody else's audience does for them. If someone else's audience shows up by the droves, I'm talking about 50 plus every time they go live, then they've put in that work to build that relationship with their audience. That should be a clear sign to you saying, you know what, I really need to build a closer relationship with my own audience, and I can't be so concerned with what someone else is doing. Sure, you can look at them. Sometimes I have my phone going and I'm listening to one creator and I'll put somebody else on my TV or on my iPad because I want to support everybody that I can, to let them know, look, you're not in this thing by yourself. I'm here too. But if I show up and you decide, well, it's only one person in here, I'll just come back later, then 9 times out of 10, the ones that were there for you probably aren't going to come back when you come back, because that's seen to them as disrespectful. If I can stop doing what I'm doing, I don't care if it's just you and I, then you can go ahead on and provide whatever content, whatever valuable content you're going to put out there. Let's do it. But don't be so focused on what someone else's audience does for them. That's what I wanted to take. That's my answer to the video that the person sent to me. Stop being so focused on what other people are doing, how other people are showing up for others. Be concerned about you. Make sure that you have grown your channel or social media platforms the way you want to grow it. Don't be concerned about what someone else is doing. Mind your business. Stay in your lane and grow whatever it is you have planted in the ground to its fullness. Stay focused on what you show up to do. Don't worry about what they want to do. If someone else built their channel on making biscuits and you've built your channel on making hair bows, then make your hair bows shine. I don't care if it's only shining between 2 and 3 people and you got 1,000 subscribers. Still show up in the capacity that your audience needs you to show up. But don't you dare, from this day forth, decide that you're going to be more focused on what person B is doing when you know that your channel is controlled and ruled by you. Focus on your audience. Don't worry about person B. Person B gonna do person B, because trust me, let me just keep it 100% with you. Person B, when they're doing their live stream, when they're doing their pre-recorded videos, when they're making their social media posts, they are not concerned about what you're doing. I don't care if you and person B go live at the exact same time. Y'all are talking about two different things. They're working on their audience, and you need to be working on yours. I don't care if y'all audience is cross. Like, I'm subscribed to a lot of different people's channels. I'm sure you are too. But I can only support in that moment, if everybody goes live at the same time, I only have so many devices. I can only support so many. But I'm sure that they are not concerned about them being live and somebody else being live and somebody else being live. No, they're showing up for their audience when they can. And that's what you and myself as fellow creators need to be concerned with. Am I showing up in the capacity that my target audience needs me to show up? If I am, if I'm continuing to give that valuable information that they need, if I'm continuing to pour to their cups whatever it is that they need, then I'm doing what I'm here to do. I'm not concerned about what someone else does. Because the moment you become too concerned about what someone else does for their audience, you're going to lose your own. So pay close attention to how you're showing up. Don't worry about how they're showing up. Their audience is not your audience. I don't care if you're in the same industry. Your voice will attract your audience to you, and their voice will attract their audience to them. But you, my fellow creator, have to be so tunnel vision and focused on what you're bringing to the table that's all that matters. I don't care if everybody else at the table is bringing the potato salad. Yours better be slamming. Because somebody's going to taste theirs and be like, too much mayo. They're going to taste someone else's and be like, too many onions. They're going to taste yours and be like, this is just right. Exactly. You got to have that Goldilocks mentality. Remember, in the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, she went through everybody's stuff till she found the one that was perfect for her. But the three bears had what was perfect for them. You be the Goldilocks in your industry. Your people will come, but you just have to make sure you're showing up when they need you to show up. Stop being concerned about other people, and you're going to be just fine. If you grew your audience authentically, they'll be there when you need them to be. Don't be so concerned about what other people do. Save yourself the time and the effort. Get yourself together and continue to grow authentically. Don't be out here buying subscribers and then getting mad when they don't show up, because they're probably bots anyway. Or people that just aren't really concerned about what you're doing on your channel. But your real people are going to be there for you. Appreciate them enough to not stop whatever it is you're about to drop on your video. Whether it's a live video or a recorded video, show up in 100% plus capacity. Your audience deserves it. You as the creator owes it to yourself and to your audience. But you cannot grow on any platform if you continue to be concerned with what another creator is doing. That's their business, mind your business. I'm The Educated Natural. Wait, hold on. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? I know you've probably watched all the way to this point and still haven't hit that button. Listen, you're going to miss out on something great. So do yourself a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Give this video a like and a comment if you're feeling completely generous, so that we can stay connected and you don't miss all this great content. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up. Until the next time, like I always say, be blessed. Continue to take every single opportunity God gives you to enjoy your journey. Until the next time.